Today I want to talk to you about the top 3 mistakes I see people make on YouTube all the time. Now, when I got started on YouTube years ago, I made all of these mistakes and honestly, probably a lot more mistakes as well. And it took me years to figure out what exactly I was doing wrong. But once I figured this stuff out, it really helped to grow and change the trajectory of my channel. And that's what I want for you. So let's talk about that. Now, when you are just getting started on YouTube, you probably want to get some views. You probably want to get some subscribers. You probably would like to use YouTube as the foundation for your business. Maybe you're not quite sure what you want to do on YouTube, but you do know that you want your channel to grow and hopefully at some point get monetized and maybe lead to other products or brand deals or different things like that. And that's a great thing. And YouTube is a wonderful platform for that, because the nice thing about YouTube, as opposed to like an Instagram or a Facebook or a Twitter or anything like that, is that on YouTube, everything is pretty much evergreen. So as long as you're talking about something that is relevant and is evergreen in the content that you're delivering, it's something that's going to stay on the platform for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, even longer than that. I can tell you right now, some of my best performing videos are videos that I posted to this platform years ago. So it is, that's the nice thing about YouTube. Everything lives on YouTube for years. And so you want to make sure that you're doing your videos the right way, because if you're not, and you don't have your channel set up for success, then all that effort that you're putting into all those videos that you're doing is just really wasted effort. And you don't want that. And if you, whether you're just getting started on YouTube, or maybe you've been posting for weeks or months or even years, and you're just not getting any traction, then pay attention, because I'm going to share with you exactly what you need to do to keep yourself from feeling deflated and like you want to quit, because that might be where you're at right now. Hopefully these tips are going to be able to change the trajectory of your channel and get you moving in the right direction. So let's get into it without any further ado. Is that the right word? I'm not even sure if that's right. So today I want to share with you these 3 mistakes that I see newbies make so that you can really speed up the learning curve with the growth of your channel. Now, the first mistake seems obvious, but for some reason a lot of people just don't pay attention, and that's your analytics. You have to pay attention to your analytics. A lot of people that are just getting started on YouTube maybe don't even know that they have this wealth of analytical information available to them. But the YouTube analytics have really changed over the years, and there's just so much information. And YouTube is really telling you exactly what it wants you to see in terms of what it wants you to do on your channel. I mean, the most important analytics are right there front and center on the analytics page. It's going to tell you your click-through rate. It's going to tell you how long people are watching your videos. It's going to tell you how many views you're getting. It's going to tell you all these type of things that are really the most important analytics that you need to follow with your channel. Now, there's a bunch of other things in there. You can really get into the weeds and spend literally hours, I would say, going through the analytics on your channel. You don't need to do that. But what you do need to do is you need to pay attention to some of the key metrics on your channel, and I already mentioned them, but your click-through rate, your audience retention, that's how long people are staying on your videos. If they're dropping off in that first minute of your video and you're going from 100% to like 10%, that video is not going to be successful. So you need to make sure that you're hooking people right at the beginning of your videos, and your audience retention is going to help tell you whether or not you're doing that. So if you're within that first 10, 20, 30 seconds, you see that the audience retention, is really high, in the 90, 80, 70% range, that's good. And if you can keep that rate above 50% through the video, then you're doing really great with your videos, and that's going to help YouTube show the videos to more people, because it's going to know that once people see that video, they're going to stay on and watch the entire thing. And that's the other thing about this, is you need to understand what exactly it is that YouTube really wants, what its goal is. The goal of YouTube is to get people on the platform and to get people to stay on the platform. And the way they do that is by showing relevant videos to the right people. So they're trying to learn, the YouTube algorithm is always trying to learn what videos people are going to want to see. And so if you're speaking to an audience and you're getting them to watch your video and then just binge watch your channel, then that gives a good indication to YouTube what videos they need to show to other people that are like the people that are already watching the videos on your channel. And that's how your channel can really grow. So, which leads me to the second mistake that I see people making, and that is they are sending people off of YouTube at the end of their video. Now, a lot of people think, okay, this is great. I'm going to post this video, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give them a call to action to go download a lead magnet, or to go purchase a course that I put together, or to do something else, to go to my blog. The problem with that is, if you go back to what I just said, the goal of YouTube is to get people to stay on the platform and watch more videos. When you send them off the platform at the end of your video, what do you think? What incentive does that give YouTube to show them more of your videos? Well, it really gives them no incentive at all to show people more of your videos, so they're not going to show people more of your videos. And so the reach that you're going to get with your channel is really going to start to fall. So the most successful channels do not send people off the video at the end of each video. They're going to do a call to action that's going to ask them to watch another video, or to maybe subscribe, which is fine. I don't think that's a huge, really great call to action. But I think watching another video or watching a playlist that you know is doing really well on your channel, that is a great way to get people to stay on your channel, stay on YouTube, and get YouTube to surface that video to more people on YouTube through the broader audience. And so that brings us to mistake number 3. And mistake number 3 is people spend all this time creating these videos for their channel, and then what they don't do is they don't give any attention at all to what the title of the video is going to be, or what the thumbnail is going to be. Maybe they just do a quick snapshot of themselves at the end of the video, and then they post that as a thumbnail. But you really need to pay attention to that, because if you can't get somebody to click on your video, then nobody's going to watch your video. So all these things kind of go hand in hand, right? You need to make sure that you have an eye-catching thumbnail that people can see on their phone. It has to be on their phone, right? If it's, it might look great on a big, huge monitor, but if you can't see the thumbnail and you can't tell what the video is about from the thumbnail on your phone, then that's not necessarily a good thing. And then once they see that thumbnail, they need to be attracted to watch that thumbnail by the title of your video. And so the title, the thumbnail, the title of the video need to go hand in hand. They don't need to be exactly the same, although I've seen some people do that with a lot of success. They need to create some sense of intrigue, something that's going to make people want to click. You're not trying to mislead people. We're not trying to do clickbait here, but you do want to give them a little bit of mystery so that they want to click through and watch the video. And then once they get on that video, go back to mistake number 1. Make sure you are hooking them into the video, and you find that out by looking at your analytics and checking out what your audience retention is. So by doing those 3 things, just to clarify here again, reviewing your analytics, figuring out what your click-through rates are, what your audience retention is, and then making sure you are sending people to another video at the call to action at the end of your video, doing those things, as well as making sure you've got good quality thumbnails that are eye-catching and are trying to get the click, combined with a really strong title that's going to create intrigue for people to maybe click on your video and watch the video. Then you're on the road to success with YouTube. The other thing I will say about that with the titles and thumbnails is you might have the best video in the world, but if nobody clicks on it and nobody watches it, then YouTube's not going to show it to anybody. And so you really have to have all 3 of these things. You want long audience retention, an eye-catching thumbnail, and a really great title. You can get all 3 of those things. Hey, you've got a grand slam viral video. So if you want to learn more about how I got started on YouTube, here's a video I did right here. Thank you so much for watching today, folks. I'll see you in the next video.